And today we're reacting to 12 true horror stories animated comp. I just played y'all boys. I ain't watching 12 in a row, man. Too much fear. We're gonna watch about 3 of them. We're gonna do a regular 3, and then we go grab some more. We'll watch the next part of this video and the next part. Then I'll go to the next comp, right? I ain't finna sit here and watch 12 in a row, man. I love y'all. Let's get to the video. Let's do it. For $1 million, that noise right there, 1 hour out the day straight. 1 hour out the day straight. I'm gonna play it again. 1 hour out the day straight. You don't cut off. $1 million at the end of the year, every year. Are you listening to that? Every day, 1 hour out the day, you hearing this right here. And it don't stop for a full hour. You taking the money. You get $1 million every year. Let me know in the comments. Omegle chat room horror story.
This story happened to me a couple years ago. It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing on a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper. I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos. I needed to take some stress off my mind, but didn't really have anyone to vent or talk to. This gave me the idea to visit a chat room called Omegle. For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where you can literally video chat with random strangers online through your computer.
Former chat room, not with us no longer.
Webcam. Needless to say, Omegle definitely helped with my social skills growing up as a child, so I was always active on it. I remember this one particular night. I was having trouble meeting new people. This left me a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's the kind of thing to expect when you're on these kind of chat sites. That's when I stumbled upon this one guy.
How you doing, sir?
He looked to be around the same age group as myself and seemed like a pretty harmless individual. I decided to say hi. He didn't say anything back, he just typed the word hi in the chat box. I found it kind of weird that he would go through the effort of typing out hi as opposed to just
skip him. Why are we even wasting time? Just skip him.
Saying hi verbally. He then waved at me and began typing something else. He introduced himself in the chat box saying, "My name is Daniel, what's your name?" I verbally said, "My name is James, how are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question. At this point, I was convinced that this had to be some sort of pre-recorded video and that someone was just trolling me. That's when he began typing in the chat box again saying, "I'm deaf, please type in the chat box unless you know sign language." I honestly felt stupid and immediately typed, "No worries, my name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up as an act of kind gesture. He immediately typed back saying, "Nice to meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well. He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said, "I will use my whiteboard to chat with you going forward because my hands will be occupied." I was confused by what he meant by that, so I typed, "What do you mean by your hands being occupied?" He then starts writing on a whiteboard and raises it up on the screen, which read,
"Wanna play a game, see? Man, hey man, no offense to the deaf community, man, nah, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and skip you, gang. I don't want no parts of this. You want to play a game? You know you're not supposed to ask normal people that. Come on.
Want to play a game?" I typed, "Sure, what game you want to play?"
Yeah.
What he did next is something I will never forget to this day. He held a revolver up with one hand and the whiteboard up with the other hand saying, "Let's play Russian roulette."
Oh, wow, I'm skipping that so quick. Wow. Oh, go ahead and, man, that ain't nothing to skip. That's nothing to skip. Want to play Russian? Oh, skip this. Well, I would have just closed the laptop. What are you talking about?
I was honestly quite creeped out by this guy and was contemplating on clicking the stop option to skip this weirdo. That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, "1 of 6. I was confused by what 1 of 6 meant. He then took the revolver, slipped one bullet inside the cylinder, and began spinning it with his other hand. I now knew what he meant by 1 of 6. It seemed like the guy was about to demonstrate an act of Russian roulette with one bullet in the cylinder of 6. He then puts the revolver against his head. I began typing. "What are you doing? Please stop this." The guy then smiles disturbingly on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened. He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho. I was honestly disturbed, but also skeptical that the gun was real, so I typed, "Is that even real?" He then points the revolver.
You too fucking curious, boy. That's your problem. Is that even real?
At the wall and begins to repeatedly press the trigger until the shot was fired.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now. Check out one of my supporters that had the biggest payout that I've seen yet from all the DMs y'all have sent. And I promise you, they've been hitting me up saying that they've tried it and it's worked. They've been getting cashed out, and I love to hear that because it genuinely actually works. And don't think I have not been seeing y'all's comments saying things like it doesn't work, Dior supporting a finesse, they're trying to take your data, and it's not true at all. And the fact that y'all would think that I would even put that on a video to get y'all finessed is wild to me. But hey, first off, Free Cash does not sell your data. They strictly track your progress to make sure you can get paid. Only sign up with an email and password and give no personal information. So I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's how it goes. You sign up through my link, and inside you see a list of apps and games. Download them, play, and beat the levels that they tell you. That's the key. You got to complete the requirement. And once you hit the level, the system credits your account. And every time you finish, you get real money. Cash out to your PayPal or get a gift card, while it also being free of charge. The games pay Free Cash to get new players, and Free Cash just shares the money with y'all for trying it out. It may take a little time to get a huge payout, but if you're gonna be on your phone playing games anyway, you might as well make $5 to $10 doing the same thing. I don't want to hold y'all any longer, and I hope I've cleared up some things if you've been sitting on the fence. Hit the link, try a few games, and then DM me. Let me know that you've been winning, actually getting your money. Like I showed y'all earlier, bro made $1,000 off of Free Cash. I'm not promising that's gonna happen every day for y'all, but the fact that there's a possibility for doing something that y'all already do should really be all the convincing that you need, bro.
I was completely blown away by what I was seeing and typed, "Dude, you could have died." That's when the guy raised the whiteboard to the screen again, showing the message, 5 of 6.
Where are you getting the numbers from?
I frantically started typing, "Don't do it," repeatedly in the chat box, desperately trying to get his attention. He then began loading the revolver with 5 bullets while I gestured no by waving my hands back and forth like a lunatic.
You care about a stranger's life too much. You know, you're supposed to care about strangers. You're supposed to, they should people say. But a stranger's life, playing Russian roulette, boy, you just gonna have to just let that bitch go. Like, man, hey man, they ain't got nothing. I don't want no cops talking to me about nothing. Hey, so what happened? Were you enticing this information, or like what he was doing this? No, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm off. Let me close my laptop real quick. And I'm calling somebody, yo, you wouldn't even believe what I was watching. I cut it off though.
I knew the odds of him surviving this time were slim to none. He then raises the revolver against his head once again and begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down his face.
God.
He began mumbling the words, "It was nice meeting you, James." I immediately slammed my laptop shut as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed. I was left baffled on my computer desk. I hadn't a clue what to do. I stupidly opened my laptop up with my eyes closed. I pressed my hand against the screen where the video chat was located. I opened my eyes, and through the cracks of my fingers, I can see blood displayed everywhere on the screen.
Muffin cap
I immediately clicked the exit button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night.
Man, how do you... There's no way you could go to sleep after some shit like that. Anybody able to go to bed and sleep like a baby after that? You're a psychopath. I'm sorry to tell you. If you were able to fall asleep... Is this working? Oh, it is. If you were able to fall asleep after that, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You need to admit yourself to a psych ward.
This day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night.
Nigga got
I
bags
haven't
under his
reported
eyes.
anything to the police, nor have I reported
Hell no.
anything to Omegle. I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision, but I hope I never encounter anyone
And your ass over here on Omegle again.
like that again.
Omegle is not that fun to be on. Who's loading? Uh-oh, nah, skip this. Get that off my screen. Next video. Come on, man. We get it. He blew his shit off. True devil. Hold on. I'm gonna skip this. Oh, them fireworks. Boy!
It was New Year's Day in 1995.
Whose voice
I was
is
in the
this?
middle of my junior year at my college, and a bunch of my friends had come down to visit me and my roommate for the festivities. We were all pretty hungover from drinking the night before, and we went out for the usual post-greasy breakfast hangover stroll around the neighborhood. Two of these friends were twin brothers. One of them we hung out with all the time. The other we just met for the first time. It was pretty normal the night before, joining in on the fun, but on this day, we were all hanging out around the local basketball court, shooting hoops with an old basketball we found in the grass. And this twin brother kept following me around all over the place with the creepiest grin I've ever seen in my life. Staring right into the nether regions of my soul.
Hey, what's wrong with your brother, bro? What you mean what's wrong with him? Look at him. Bro, man. Man, your brother finna get knocked out. I'm not wasting no time with him, bro. Jesus. Look at him.
Oh, the whole time. So I backed away and then I joined the group again. And he kept following me around. When we were walking back to the apartment, it was just me and him walking down the sidewalk behind the group.
Oh my God, I hate that, bro. Whenever you gotta walk, it's a 2-man sidewalk, but you trying to fit 3. And so you all walking in the middle of the street or in the grass, or you walking behind not fully in the convo. If I'm gonna be the third man, I'd rather walk in front. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to walk behind like I'm just fucking. I'm gonna try to position myself to the front if I think about it.
And he moved in front of me. He stared at me with that creepy look again and fell down to his knees as.
Oh no! He's on some freak deek. Hey, your brother. What's up with your brother? He's on weird shit. Like, no, bro. He would have, no. We would have been fighting in the street that night, bro.
If he was to worship me or something. I didn't know what to do or say, so I said, "Hey, buddy, you all right? We're heading back now, right?" And so on.
Hey, buddy.
He wouldn't say anything.
What the fuck am I looking
He'd just be there on his knees, looking up at me with this clenched face and squinted eyes as if we were looking directly into the sun or something. Later that day, my roommate said he was tripping, so I thought nothing of it and moved on with my life. A few weeks later, we got a phone call from the twin brother that we usually hung out with. And it turned out that his other twin brother went over to his aunt's house with a knife and stabbed her 14 times. She didn't die, but still pretty bad.
She didn't die.
He had even called the police before going because he knew he was going to do it, but he couldn't stop himself from doing it because, the voices and so on. The court case was covered in the media as this was a small community where this sort of thing doesn't happen every day. I was reading one of the articles, and one of the testimonies was that this twin brother was severely schizophrenic and was hearing voices in his head.
Oh, this might just be like a real story. No, your brother would not. Your brother wouldn't even have made it to see his auntie that day, getting on his knees with his mouth open wide. No, I would have probably had to kick him in his jaw.
He believed to his very bones that his aunt was the devil. And that he had been commanded by God to go kill her.
Oh my gosh.
So who was this God that told him to go kill her?
This is giving me chills.
Well, as the newspaper article described, it was this guy in a group he hung out with on New Year's Day. It didn't take me long to realize that he was talking about me. This was over 20 years ago. I know for a fact that it was a mental illness, but just knowing that I somehow commanded him to go kill his aunt just stays with me to this day.
Wow. Oh, whoa. Holy shit. These are scary. These older ones are a little bit scary, ain't it? True Asylum horror story. Damn, I'm trying to cut this off.
This happened to me about a year ago. I used to be a janitor for a cleaning agency. I would basically take contract jobs to clean in various locations. One day, my cleaning agency gave me a cleaning contract at a psychiatric ward, also known as an asylum.
Nah, that's not enough money to go clean up at a damn asylum. Not enough. Definitely not $20 an hour. Do you know what type of... What you don't even know what you're about to walk into. You about to see something you ain't never seen before in your life. You about to see semen and feces mixed up on walls and shit.
To be honest, I was a bit hesitant to take the job, just because of the superstition of asylums being haunted, but I took it anyway because the pay was decent. Later that day, I arrived there. I see a huge old-looking building. To be honest, I was quite creeped out since the asylum was secluded in the middle of nowhere. When I arrive inside, I notice people giving me an uninviting stare. I'm not just talking about the patients,
They look hot.
I'm also talking about the employees as well. To be honest, I kept it professional and began to do my job. I remember mopping the hallway and seeing some really bizarre things. I saw some creepy looking patients that had a disturbing look to them. I don't know, they just looked like the kind of people you would see in one of those exorcist movies.
Whoa! Whoa! What was that? That's his imagination?
I remember
turn
seeing
this
this
down.
one guy
Whoa,
that
my
really
God.
gave me the chills. It was a man who looked to be about 7 feet tall. He gave me this really disturbing smile like he wanted to kill me. I can see a nurse instructing him to lay on his bed. He didn't look too happy after that.
You couldn't pay me. I don't know what you would have to pay me to go work at an asylum, stay at asylum. I wouldn't even send a damn family member to no damn asylum unless it just had to be that. Right? Yeah, we know those situations. Motherfucker out here doing things unfathomable. Okay, yeah, I'll send you there. But, you know.
I also remember seeing a swimming class taking place. Well, not exactly a swimming class, just a bunch of patients in a swimming pool. They were all holding an exercise ball and mimicking the actions of the instructor. I personally found it unsettling, to say the least. When it was around the end of my shift, I was getting ready to head home. I noticed all the patients' doors were closed, except for one room. I could see someone laying on the floor.
Not my
with their
damn problem. Not my problem. And I'm not turning my back. I'm gonna just start walking back like these. Not my problem. I have nothing to do with it, bro. And it's dangerous in here.
legs
I'm not
halfway
reporting
across
it.
the door. It was a bit alarming for one to be laying on the floor like that.
Turn this down at my
I then saw the person getting yanked into the
Ooh.
room. That honestly startled the crap out of me.
The most you're gonna get is when I get to the elevator as it's closing, I might hit you with, "Hey, leave her alone!" And when it closes, I'm gonna hit the. I already got the button. I'm pressing the button. Hey, leave him alone! Leave him alone! I'm calling 911. And at that point, when I get down to where I get down to, hopefully they ain't ran down the stairs by then waiting on me as the elevator opens.
I then noticed a puddle
That's the
of blood
most you gonna
spilling
get.
out from the room
Oh, yeah.
and onto the hallway. I decided to approach the room and see what the hell was going on.
Have a good
As I
life.
peeked inside the room, I saw one of the most disturbing things ever. It was the tall man I saw earlier.
Man.
He was biting the hell out of one of the nurse's neck. You can see the nurse's eyes gouged out with blood pouring everywhere.
You see, if somebody's doing stuff like this, bro, it's just time. It's not even on the death row thing. It's just time to take a person's life. Like, people do death row and they be sending. Sometimes, bro, a motherfucker like this, a motherfucker like that on death row. Some of them. Why y'all waiting all this time to take these people's life, bro? Spending all this money to get these lethal injections and stuff, bro. Take that nigga behind the jail, behind the asylum, and just, hey, close your eyes real quick. Wow. Close your eyes if you want to. Shit. Wow. I know who. It's kind of like who's gonna perform that, but you can find somebody.
I carefully made sure to not scream
mouth
or make a
closed.
sound. I got the hell
Oh
out
my
of there
God.
and
What?
immediately
Oh,
started
he got
driving
away.
off. I even called the cops while driving. To this day, I'm still traumatized by what I saw that night. I'm not sure exactly what happened to the tall man, but he still gives me the chills just thinking about
Hopefully
him.
they just killed that nigga. See, they always doing this, bro. Last one, man.
This is a story about a girl in my high school. I go to high school just like any normal person would, but I was having a little trouble with my grades. So I started staying after school to do a little extra work to bring my grades up. But I've noticed in school that there has been this quiet girl
She
that
mean
attended
mugging
tutoring
you.
along with 8 other people.
Oh my God! Look at
The
that
thing
problem
is,
on the board.
I would always see her staring at me, never taking her eyes off of me. I really didn't mind it, but it felt really creepy. This kept going on for about 2 weeks. At this point, I was feeling very uncomfortable. One day when school ended and tutoring started, I sit as far away as possible from her. We go home at around 6 p.m., and this day I got on the bus like usual. There was only one bus because there aren't so many people, and as usual, I would sit as far away as possible from her. But that day, when I got off
Damn,
my
and
bus
she
stop,
following
she got off too. This was
Can I help
weird
you?
as she always got off at a different bus stop, but I really didn't pay any attention to it. I thought maybe she changed her bus stop or something, I don't know. I really didn't think about it. It was getting dark, and it was about a 1-mile walk from my bus stop to my home. But I noticed that the girl has been following me for about 2 minutes,
And she only following 2 street tiles away from you. That's what's kind of crazy. And the fact that you ain't been turned around and be like, yo, what the fuck you got going on? You gonna try to kill me? Let's do it right now in the street. Don't try to follow me to my house and do this.
didn't know why. This of course bothered me, but there wasn't really much I could do. I just ignored her, minded my own business, and I kept walking. 2 minutes later, I noticed that she kept following me. I started to get the feeling that maybe she was lost or something. It was dark, and then she started talking to herself.
Oh yeah, I would have just walked to the police station. She was like, oh, you live? She was like, oh damn, hold on. I would have walked dead to the police station, fire station. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, but can you handle this?
She was acting really weird, and I just wanted to ignore it, but she kept whispering to herself. I could hear mumbling.
Maybe she
The
need help
sound
at
was
home.
getting closer and closer, so I picked up the pace.
Whoa.
When I picked up the pace, she also did too. She then let out a scream that was so damn loud that it almost made me pee my pants.
Man, oh, everything I love, we would have. Hey, what would y'all do, bro? Man, I would have just turned around and just started fighting, bro. Ain't nothing else to do, man. At this point, ain't nothing else to do. Because obviously, this is not going to end well for either one of us.
I started sprinting. She went chasing after
Oh,
me.
my God.
I was getting scared, so I ran around the neighborhood. I didn't want her to go to my house because she would know
Facts.
where I live. Around the corner, I saw a bush large enough for me to hide in.
No.
Then she stopped as she thought that she lost me. When she stopped, she took a deep breath and she ran away. I stayed there for about 5 more minutes just to make sure. I was thinking to myself that this girl was insane and had some mental problems. After this horrifying experience, I didn't go to after-school tutoring again.
Yeah, fuck no. Why you ain't tell the teacher? She's in there. Oh, damn. Did they just, that's just what it was? That's all of it? We'll pick up on another one. I'll save it. We'll pick up on another one and watch. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all.